I'm gonna do a video about on how white racist people use Graveyism as a coach whip and a stumbling block to people of African descent in this country. And people gonna call me a coon, and I'm gonna get hatred from those from the white racist side too, which is cool. I don't mind because I don't not either on side. It's an African American, Native American, Spanish, and French Creole, English and Irish man, and that's what I'm mixed with. And I'm not denying my heritage for nobody. And folks don't like it, they can kiss my you know what. I don't live for nobody but my own self. That's what a free person supposed to do. All right. People always misuse Black Lives Matter for violence and racial, saying it's a racist group when it's owned by a white racist person. No, not racist person. No, he's not racist. A white Jewish man, okay? Owned by a white Jewish man, operated and founded by, does not have burned churches and stuff, and there are people who infiltrate. And also heard there's even cops who are African descent who are cooning and join in to start mess within. That's also going on too. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, it had nothing to do with because if Black Lives Matter was a black nationalist group like what Natasha Natasha Neal, whatever her name was, the one that was the one who made threats to cops and shooting white people, light-skinned woman, or they were like Nation Islam. If they were, it would be the fault of the white racist society. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. You know about political correctness, you said that there's no crimes about white people, and there's a lot of crimes that white people go through with minorities that goes on the rug for agenda to make African American people and other people of color proponents of racism. We also hide black and brown lets it become big, okay? Like the George Zimmerman case or any crimes back in LA, or either what happened here in Houston with the Jose Florida situation, and also with other cases to show division between minorities. The media has a powerful tool of that. But back in the day, in the 60s and 70s, a couple of years and probably a decade before I was born, when the civil rights movement came in, I noticed, and I did my research. Now, I was born in 79. I had older people raise me. It was okay for a person, African and even in other minorities like Asian, Latino, or Native American to use honky, cracker, and all those other things. And the funny part was that they allowed him to say that. For example, you had Archie Bunker's using the word nigga and spig and everything else in his show. The white man, right? Carol, whatever his name is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What happened is when they had the Jeffersons was spin off of All the Family, and they had Red Fox. Both of these light-skinned men were more militant. They were hyper masculine. They were one lived in a junkyard and one lived in a rich house and had a dark-skinned wife. Okay, actually both of their girlfriends were dark-skinned, even though that Esther was dehumanized a lot, and it wasn't about no color, but they chose the darker woman to play Esther, and fish eye food, she would call him, and he called her, put gorilla monkey cookies and everything. Yeah, that's what this was. But at the same time, Fred Sanford would say honky and white this and white crack, all this other racist things. So did, light skinned Sharon Hemsley. And they had an interracial couple on there in Helen. So they didn't put a brother and a white woman. They put a sister, a dark-skinned sister with a white man, okay? Lenny Kravitz's mother played that role. In reality, she was married to a white man, too. And Lenny Kravitz got kinky hair and everything, but they white. Anyway, so here they come out with the so-called good hair. That was a human there. But point is, anyway, so there's a debunk y'all all about good hair and mixed hair, okay? So point is, Barack Obama, too. He got kinky hair, too. Point is, y'all, it's silly that y'all keep bringing it up because y'all allow black nationalism. And the reason why they did that, so they can tell people in the African American community who are mixed. This is 1967 when one drop rule, when interracial marriages one rule was gone, And they didn't broadcast that, but interracial marriage was legalized, and it was slowly integrating. You know what I'm saying? You had people scared to intermarry, okay? You had people scared to talk about mixed DNA in their roots. That's why all this MS towards me comes from. It came from the Graveyism and white supremacy, the same dog on the two extremes, okay? So white racist people, like for example, people about Elijah Muhammad and what's the name, that guy from CNN, and I trash talked him because it wasn't that long that Muhammad, Muhammad Ali, I'm not from Elijah Muhammad, they have Muhammad in their name. Muhammad Ali, talk about Muhammad Ali when he died last year, but you didn't do your research that Muhammad Ali went to Ireland because one of his white ancestors was not a clan or a white slave master that raped somebody. He was a white Irishman that married a woman of color. He went to Ireland, and all these white Irish people greeted him back in 2009. I was 30 years old at the time. Okay, so point is, you cannot make that claim that he was racist, because if he was that racist, he would never go to a white country and acknowledge his white roots, because he was mixed. But back in the day, he got brainwashed with that old Marcus Garvey and Wallace Farr, Elijah Muhammad mess in Islam, and he promoted interracial separation. He didn't believe in racial marriage. And he was on that show, and that white man who was British was like, why you would say this? And everybody, the whole audience clapped when this man said he preferred only they black women, knowing that we don't all, black people don't all look alike because we're mixed. We're not even pure black. So what happened is, this is what y'all promoted. Y'all back. He said it was to keep us, remember, people don't understand that Garvey, that everybody called him a coon, but he was a coon. While he was teaching you to love your African roots, which is no problem with that, he also was telling you what you cannot do with your lifestyle. Also, you can marry somebody outside your race. These are racist stuff that the Ku Klux Klan was teaching. He had a meeting with the Ku Klux Klan. There is no doubt a lie. Dudley Du Bois, yeah, he identified as black, but he was mixed. And he was in the interracial movement called in the ACP, who were founded by some white people, along with people of African American descent, would be pure or mixed. Even a person who looked white was Walter White. And this man who's dark skinned, who now everybody's now knowing that if you do research, that what's his name from Jamaica, Garvey had Irish DNA in him, so that makes him mixed. You know, he was dark, but he represents a black African by his physique. And back in those days, colorism was big back within the community. Yes, it was. You couldn't. They had the Blue Bang Society, the paper bag, and all the other crap. And certain cheerleaders, people, sisters could be cheerleaders and all that stuff, and beauty pageants and stuff. Yeah, they had all that going on. Y'all holler about the racial abuse chicks being on hip hop and R&B videos. Oh, please do your research. Someone like Rach Dorzell, who was a sister, will be dancing in jazz band. Okay, thank you. You know, they had them jazz bands and, you know what I'm saying, and bebop and all that. Look at them 1920s. Them folks them women look like white women. They don't even look like Mariah Carey, okay? But they were sisters because there was one drop of black blood, okay? So, y'all don't do y'all research. So, what happened is, there's nothing wrong teaching, being proud of your roots, but knowledge that we also have other roots. They wasn't teaching that back in the 60s and 70s. And black nationalism, due to white racist media, promoted it, the image to keep the races separate but equal, and they was trying to promote that back in the day, okay? But it debunked because many celebrities like OJ and all the rest of them will start dating and marrying white women, and also the sisters did too, Donna Summer and all them, okay? Diana Ross, all them started dating white men, okay? People was mixing. Majority of celebrities, when they got rich and famous, and I wouldn't be shocked if Muhammad Ali had some white woman. Okay, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm not making rumors, but I wouldn't be shocked because, hey, when you got money, you can do a lot of things compared to a person who don't got no money. Okay, money talk BS. Whilst you got more freedom with your money compared to a person who don't. That's reality. So, point is, as Hollywood started to promote this, because it used to get mad at every magazine promoting interracial marriages, and when people with black nationalists, people start attacking it. Every magazine, Jet magazine, they start to promote against that. Well, as time go on, and we had the 80s, and you start seeing, adopted families like different strokes, that interracial, transracial adopted families, and all other stuff, and you start seeing the Jacksons and everybody else in interracial lifestyle. Why not come together? This was the idea, and But still, you still had people African American said then you can call somebody a cracker, honky, white trash, and all other, which is all racial slurs. And like I said, they tolerate this, so whenever they get back in power, which we have Trump, now they say we hunt you because you're a hypocrite. Well, you might not have power like we do, but practice what you preach. That's the reason why. And the reason why I say they use Graveyism is to keep us in our place, because that was a way to control of anybody African American. You notice when an African American person like myself do not follow stereotypes, the white race people who want to act like they're not racist, I know by their action they are being racist. They against me having freedom because I have one drop of black blood, even though I have white and Native American and Hispanic origin in my background. Oh no, don't have no freedom. We want you to stay in your place like a slave, like we used to back in 1800s or before. So they're against that. You know what I'm saying? When I had my hair perm, once again, it's who body. Ain't this white person the who's against this all the brother down the street? It's this man's body. Okay? Whatever I do in my life, it's my life as American. That's why you can't get mad at us when we say we don't like America. Y'all, and I said that's why I checked my other video, within the community and outside the community, want to jump in and try to tell our brother, especially because sister have more freedom than us brothers socially. It's a sad thing in the world. Okay? Both of us should have freedom. And I'm not trying to live a lifestyle for other people. And I know it's coming from the 79 birth, me personally, that is the reason why that we still have to fight for our freedom to this day. And you have people who claim they love us who don't love us. I would never believe a person who won't put stunblocks in my life don't love me. They just love to see to have control and power over me. That's what it is. So they're the selfish one, not me. So that's the reason why. It was to keep people of African American under control and not integrate in society. And without integration, I'm sorry to say this, y'all, the reason why Martin King fought for integration, we had economic power. It was not just being eating in white restaurants or working with a white person. It was also to have economic power, have high wages, have your own business. They had trade schools teaching people of color because they had included Hispanic people as well, to go and have your own trade. So you will not be working, you know, a little wage job, being made and being shoe shine, all that other crap. Because I don't understand how y'all can whine about immigrants who are Latino who come illegal, if there are illegal ones, because you don't never know if a person is illegal by the way they look, come in this country and take away the little jobs that we don't want, because I don't want them jobs. If I say that, I have to 100% agree with that, because high wage is high power and money, okay? Yes, I am a money-hungry person. I like to have money. I don't like to be poor. I already middle class, now power. Was raised in the ghetto. Living in the ghetto is a horrific nightmare right now. But I'm trying to have a positive, in some way have a positive attitude. Okay? So porn is like Gothica, the movie with Halle Berry, when her life turned around. That's exactly what was living in the projects for 4 years. Well, now it'll be 5 years. So do you get what I'm trying to say? People are not trying. That's the reason why that y'all allow, right? So when those kids, when those young adults, try to say, had beat that white man up, don't you think they did someone else African American before that? African American, you know what I'm saying? Yes, they have. They have history of that. When they got white news and it was stupid to put it on Facebook, which they shouldn't be doing it all looking wrong, they thought it was okay because they allowed, y'all have allowed, and it's on your fault in this society because you was using Graveyism and black racism to keep people African American out of the public eye because you didn't want to see us. You used other minorities, Hispanics, and Asians to trump us down. You did the same thing with them too, because when they didn't get enough music, for example, you wouldn't have Selena trying to cross the English market and get killed. Okay. You wouldn't have that. She would probably already be, but she was singing music from those African Americans, not just on white ones, but she was singing Donald Summer and Jan Jackson, all that, okay? And Michael. You hear that too? See, I was trying to use pen when you put Asian people don't get reputation. That's why you had old Steve Harvey saying who was an Asian guy. When there's a lot of Asian dudes get more chicks out there, okay? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can tell you one story to change subject. When I was at, not the Academic Olympics for Job Corps, I was at Job Corps. And I was in the conference in Washington, 2004 in July. And there was an Asian dude that tell his business. He had a threesome. Big Asian dude, too. He was bragging about it, too. He wasn't from our job. He was from Connecticut, some up there of New Hampshire. And I was the one in El Paso. And he told me to do, he said, I just had a threesome with them, but we about to leave that Wednesday or that Thursday. That, like, late, quote unquote, late July 2004. And he said he had a threesome. He sure did. And I had a one Asian dude, and yeah, we had an Asian guy. I thought he was Mexican and looked Asian. But he was mixed Spanish because he's Filipino. And they would call him Bruce Lee. I would not call because I'm very political. I'm very respectful. It's one thing. God wanted us not to be politically correct, be disrespectful, so he make that argument that we were racist. I know your trick. What happened is, me and him got into it with my roommate, the one who was your whole witness. Not the one who married to that Blackson chick. That's another roommate. The one who was your whole witness is Hispanic. The one that was the only child, like, I can kind of relate because I'm the only child to my dad, okay? So, but I at least have a heart. I know how to take care of things, okay? And, you know what I'm saying? He was spoiled-rotten, very spoiled-rotten, okay? More than me. So, the point is, me and the Asian guy got into it. And he said, I get more because on Sunday morning, I get more pussy than you do. You know what I'm saying? So y'all that make a claim with Asian, you know what I'm saying? Me guys don't get old. No, yes they do. They choose a lot of sisters, Hispanic, white, whatever. Go with them Asian dudes. Okay, don't sit here making those doggone stupid assumptions. Okay, you know when you make assumptions, you make you know what out yourself. But let's get back to the subject. Y'all try to make that. That's why you have Steve Harvey say that mess. So y'all don't do me wrong. They try to do minorities, and the minorities rise up and stop going on with the game and go against the game. But the point is, you have used black nationalism to try to run our lives, to tell us how to live our lives in the country that we're legally supposed to want to do. And I say legally. You're against that because you're intimidated. You don't want us to see us to be free. So don't bitch and moan about people who are racist within the African-American community when you didn't want us to acknowledge our white roots, because not all came from rape, especially in my case before I was a white woman. And if it did, we're not identified with the rapist. There were people before that person who had nothing to do with that. 9, 10, they was alive, which I know it's impossible to say that. They would stop that person if they had any morals. If I had a son that did it to a woman, and the child come out, the child can't hate me because of my dumb, stupid son's actions. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all get my point? It's stupid to try, because you didn't want us to have the same privilege card and it's being the same competitive level issue. And it's when you want to tell us that to be poor and don't feel, y'all try to use it, both the conservative and those who try to claim to be liberal. Be happy what you got, all of those doggone little things. Thank God you here on this earth. Yeah, but God put trees and animals and everything and plants and water for us to live, and use trees and stuff to make shelter out of things. So don't make that little doggone argument right there. Can be ungrateful. No, y'all ungrateful don't have to share with your doggone wealth if you're so wholly endowed. So that's the real reason why. I don't condone black racism, but you created black racism to keep it separate and equal. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad about those who don't like enrichment when you didn't want that to happen on your turn. You see what I'm saying? So that's in those arguments, and you're the ones who pawns to keep us separate within, because it's supposed to us are wise, and they let nobody tell us if we both struggling. If you're not a coon, you're supposed to be on our side trying to defend our rights. And defend our rights, do what I want. You wouldn't try to put those thumb black like a fiddler on Roots, slavery root or movie, and trying to tell us we can't. I know that's how it goes. You can't do the bottom situation. That's why we want to hear hope. Yeah, expect, like Selena said, expect what's unexpected. And Barack Obama proved it 8 years. I keep bringing it up. Or Winfrey proved that. The Jacksons proved that. They went through trouble. Hey, they got more money than you do. They ain't living in ghetto. Okay? So, therefore, you know what I'm saying? So, I gotta tell you like it is. You want us to have, how can you teach pride and love yourself, but you tell us to hate the dream you're trying to fight for? That don't make no damn sense. You want to, you the crowd, the bear mentality. That's why we don't want to be around anybody who crowd, because a weed, flower can't grow with a bunch of weeds around it. Even though they're both plants, if you know what I mean. So that's the reason why. But y'all who mad about it, and don't, please stop using Black Lives Matter as a black nationalist group. You know, dog, if it was a black nationalist group, no white person would not be running it. Let's get that straight. That's all I have to say.